Hello students, today we will study important topic of AI. Employability skills. Unit 8 Communication skills. Methods of communication. The word communication comes from the Latin word communica, meaning to share. Communication skills. Communication has three important parts. 1. Transmitting. The sender transmits the message through one medium or another. 2. Listening. The receiver listens or understands the message. 3. Feedback. The receiver conveys their understanding of the message to the sender in the form of feedback to complete the communication cycle. Verbal communication. Verbal communication includes sounds, words, language, and speech. Speaking is one of the most effective and commonly used way of communicating. It helps in expressing our emotions in words. By improving your verbal communication skills, you will build rapport and have a better connect. Advantages of verbal communication. It is an easy mode of communication in which you can exchange ideas by saying what you want and get a quick response. It enables you to keep changing your interaction as per the other person's response. Disadvantages of verbal communication. Since verbal communication depends on written or spoken words, sometimes the meanings can be confusing and difficult to understand if the right words are not used. Nonverbal communication. Nonverbal communication is the expression or exchange of information or messages without using any spoken or written word. In other words, we send signals and messages to others through expressions, gestures, postures, touch, space, eye contact and para-language. Communication cycle and feedback. Communication is one of the most vital elements of society. People need people, and to interact, it's essential they be able to convey messages and understand each other. The communication cycle expresses how the system of conveying and understanding messages operates. Sender, the person or entity originating the communication. Message, the information that the sender wishes to convey. Encoding, how the sender chooses to bring the message into a form appropriate for sending. Channel, the means by which the message is sent. Receiver, the person or entity to whom the message is sent. Decoding, how the receiver interprets and understands the message. Feedback, the receiver's response to the message. Importance of feedback in communication. 1. It completes the whole process of communication and makes it continuous, though it sustains communication process. 3. It makes one know if one is really communication or making sense. 4. It is a basis for measuring the effectiveness of communication. 5. It is a good basis for planning on what next to be done, especially statistical report. 6. Communication will be useless without feedback. 7. Feedback paves way for new idea generation. 8. It is a process of effective listening. 9. It serves as basis of problem solving. Thus it can motivate. 11. It can improve performance. Types of feedback. 1. Formal and informal feedback. 2. Descriptive and non-descriptive feedback. 3. Specific and non-specific feedback. Barriers to effective communication. Effective communication. Introduction. Effective communication is a two-way communication process where both parties have right and convenience to express their messages, opinions, facts and other information. Principles of effective communication. Clarity, message conveyed should be in easily understandable language. Attention: the receiver should be fully attentive in a communication process. Consistency: this principle implies that communication should always be consistent with the planned objective of message being conveyed. Adequacy: the information conveyed should be complete in all respects. Timelines: the message conveyed should be at the proper time. Feedback: the communication must have feedback confirmation from the recipient whether the messages have been understood by the recipient. Economy: the communication should take place in a way that costs optimally. 7 C's of effective communication. Clear: while communicating, one should be clear about what he/she say. Concise: use simple words and say only what is needed. Concrete: your arguments should be based on solid facts and opinions from credible sources, and you should share reliable data to support your stand. Correct: it's essential that along with the factual information, the language and grammar you use are correct. Coherent: your words should make sense. Along with that, it should related with the main topic. Complete: your message should be complete. It should have all the needed information. Courteous: be respectful, honest and friendly throughout your communication. Barriers in communication. Linguistic barrier: language at times can be a barrier to effective communication. Physical barrier: if the surroundings do not support proper communication, it can also act as a barrier to appropriate interaction. Cultural barrier: cultural differences hinder us from communicating properly. Interpersonal barriers: it refers to the situations when the intended message is received incorrectly due to many personal reasons. Organizational barriers: in an organization, if there is no clarity about the roles, structures, responsibilities, it will hinder effective communication among the members of the organization. Measures to overcome barriers of communication. Overcoming lingual factors: to overcome this, one need to prepare appropriately. One should carefully think about the language needs of the recipient. Overcoming environmental factors: communicators should ensure that the message is delivered in a distraction-free environment. Overcoming barrier of cultural influence: preparation to be made keeping the culture of the people you are addressing. Overcoming interpersonal barriers of communication. Overcoming organizational barriers of communication.